safe release train engineer, the actual wording could be misunderstood because of the word release. And sometimes they believe that a release train engineer is a release manager. So the release train engineer within SAFe is actually a pivotal role. So if we think about an agile team, we've got a scrum master who's the coach of the team and is helping the team to become more effective and continually evolve the way they work and coach the organization as well. And the release train engineer performs that role for a team of agile teams. So we got a number of teams that are coordinating their effort and delivering value for the organization and to the customer. And the release train engineer is providing that coordination, coaching across the agile release trains and coaching the organization. And it's a key member of the agile release train. So the agile release train has got, if you like, is product management that is looking after what is the product and the product vision and what do we need to do. Got his architecture that sort of provides that technical authority, and the release train engineer that is looking after how we're working and evolve the way we work, continually evolving it, improving it, raising any systemic issues that is beyond the ability for the teams of teams to fix within the organization, with the business owners to get, if you like, to bring focus on what needs doing and why it is required and what's the impact of ignoring it. Because organizations are very, you can raise problems, impediments, and they hear it. And first of all, as a release train engineer, you help teams to remove as many impediments themselves as they can. Secondly, you help the teams to frame the impediment so that it is not a whine. You say this is an impediment and this is the impact it has in the language that our business sponsors can also understand, so that we can get investment that we need in order to remove these systemic issues. It needs time, it needs money, it may need third-party support. So we need to capture all of those things. And that's what the RTE, the release train engineer, does a lot. So it's about helping all the teams and the scrum masters in particular to become more effective at their role, become good coaches for the teams and the organization, and help raise and grow the organization in the implementation of SAFe, and coach the organization in that, and help the business owners and the wider organization to understand the impact of the systemic issues that we have and what happens if we do not address them. Of course, the release train engineer has got the other, it's got events that the release train engineer is responsible for facilitating, such as PI planning, such as the inspection of that workshop. Those are, if you like, the bread and butter of the role, and that's those practices the release train engineer will learn and they can do. But the wider becoming that coach for the agile release train, the scrum masters and the organization, that's the bit that takes a bit of practice and learning. And that's what we sort of, if you like, that's what a good release train engineers do. They've got a combination of coaching skills, combination of project management skills, and stakeholder management, because you have to have all of those skills to be able to sort of coach, understand and foresee potentially where problems may come, and also have the savviness to navigate the organization and make sure what needs to happen happens.